Okay, so AI, right? Everyone's talking about AI.
Hmm.
But have you noticed how stock market seems to be like freaking out a little bit about AI lately?
Yeah, it's definitely been a roller coaster ride.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got some news today that kind of like sums up that feeling perfectly. We're going to be talking about a Chinese AI startup called DeepSeek
Right.
and also F5, which is a cloud computing company.
Okay.
But they're both kind of like riding this AI wave, but in completely different ways.
Right.
So DeepSeek, they just made a really big announcement, and they're kind of like making waves.
Yeah.
While F5, they're doing well, but in like a totally different way.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on here?
Well, it's interesting how both of these companies are reacting to the AI boom and how the market is reacting to them.
Right, exactly. So let's start with DeepSeek.
Okay.
They just dropped this like bombshell announcement. They said that they've created an AI model that's like comparable to the leading Western models, but it costs way less to make,
Yeah.
which you would think is like good news for everybody, right?
Yeah. You would think so, yeah.
Yeah. But the Nasdaq composite, which is basically a measure of how tech companies are doing overall, it went down. It fell like a rock.
Yeah, it did.
Down 3.1% on Monday.
3.1% just on Monday.
That's huge, right?
It's big, yeah. And investors are definitely worried.
Yeah. So for those of us who don't speak fluent stock market, what does that really mean? Like why this sudden drop?
Well, basically, it all comes down to anxiety about the future of AI. You know, DeepSeek's announcement, what it did was it made everyone wonder, like, what happens to these big companies like Google and Microsoft who have poured billions and billions of dollars into developing AI?
Right.
If a smaller company can come in and like achieve similar results but for way less money, it kind of throws the whole industry into question, you know?
Yeah.
And so that uncertainty, that's what's spooking investors. They don't know like what's going to happen.
I totally see that. That makes a lot of sense. So DeepSeek's over here like shaking things up.
Yeah.
But then we have F5. Their stock actually went up 11% this week to like an all-time high. So they seem to be riding a wave of optimism, but it's a different ways than DeepSeek, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Their CEO, Francois Legaudornu, he's focusing on what he calls hybrid multi-cloud and AI, which is kind of a mouthful, but basically it means they're not trying to build the brains of the AI. They're not trying to develop the AI themselves.
Right.
F5 is building the infrastructure. They're building the platform that all of these AI systems need to run on.
So they're not like making the AI. They're making like the nervous system that the AI runs on.
Exactly, yeah.
That's pretty clever.
It is. It is. And, you know, analysts have even given this a name. They call it the AI agnostic trade,
Okay.
which basically means that you can potentially profit from the AI boom without actually having to pick a winner.
Right.
You know, you don't have to bet on any one AI company or technology. You're basically betting on the infrastructure, the stuff that all AI needs, regardless of who wins the AI race.
Okay, so there's less risk, but there's still a chance to like ride the AI wave. But isn't there still a risk like what if the type of AI that like becomes the dominant one in the future doesn't need F5 services anymore?
Yeah, that is a great question. It's definitely something to think about. You know, nobody knows for sure what the future holds, but F5's performance this week suggests that there's a lot of confidence in their approach.
Yeah.
They reported earnings per share of 3.84 on sales of $767 million, which was way more than people were expecting. And here's another interesting thing. Their software revenue was up 22% year over year.
Hold on to your hats, everybody, because those numbers are impressive.
Yeah, they're doing well.
So it sounds like even if some AI ventures, you know, they don't make it, the need for like cloud services and infrastructure from companies like F5, that's just going to keep growing. Yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of like a rising tide that lifts all boats. Even if we don't know which AI companies are going to be the ultimate winners,
Right.
the need for the services that F5 provides, that's just going to keep increasing.
Wow. So what does this all mean for you out there listening? Does this AI agnostic trade make you feel like more optimistic or cautious about putting your money in this space?
Right.
And what other sort of hidden opportunities might be emerging as AI like reshapes the entire world?
Yeah, definitely something to think about.
There's a lot to ponder here. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.
See ya.